Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I am going to tell you the full information about data validation, how you can use data validation and how you can give warning and information in data validation. Means in today's class we will going to finish the data validation topic. So let's begin. So as you can see, I have written date, bill number, product, price, sales. So we will going to make the sales table here, but with the help of data validation and some conditions. So we will going to apply the data validation on the date tab first. So for our condition is date should be less than or equal to today. Means our date is not greater than today. It is always less than or equal to today. So for this you have to select the date tab, whole date tab where you want to apply the condition, and after that you have to go on the data tab and then select data validation. Here you got the option of data validation, you can select it. After that you have to click on the any value. As you can see, we have many options in any value like whole number, decimal, list, date, time, text length, custom. So for this we have to select date because we are going to apply the condition on the date column. So select the date tab. After selecting the date tab, you have many options like between, less than, or equal to, or greater than. So here you have to select the less than or equal to, and in end date you have to write the today's date. Like I have written the 24/9/2022. So for this, like I am able to write the date less than 24 and equal to 24. I am not able to write the date of 27, as you can see here. So here as you can see, they were saying the value doesn't match the data restriction defined in the cell. So in this way we got to know like we have applied a data validation. So in this way we are like we can't able to do mistakes. If we are going to do mistakes, they correct us. So we are not able to write the value greater than 24. If we are going to write the less than 24 or today, so we are able to write it. So in this way our chances of doing mistake is very less. So it is very helpful. We're going to apply the condition on the bill number, and the condition on the bill number is like our number should be between 4 to 10 digits, not 4 to 10, 4 to 10 digits. So for this again you have to go on the data validation, and there you have to select the text length because we are talking in digits. That's why you have to select the text length, and after that you have to select between. And after between, they were asking about the minimum and maximum number. So in minimum number you can write 3, and in maximum you can write 10. So in this way our number is always between 3 and to 10. Now our validation is applied. So now if you are going to write anything which is less than 4 digits and greater than 10 digits, so you are not able to write it. So as you can see, I have written the 4 digits. So I am able to write it. If I am going to write less than 4 digit, I am not able to write this. So it is the benefit of data validation. You can't do mistake here. If you are going to do, they will warn you. Now our bill number is completed. Now we were going to write the product. So our condition for the product is so product should not repeat. For this we were not going to put the data validation here because for this condition we have not any data validation. But I'm going to tell you like how you can use this condition. I'm going to tell you later. So for this, for now you have to write and keep in your mind don't have to repeat products. You have to notice this thing by your own. Now we have written the product. Now we will going to do the price, and the condition for the price is our price is always greater than 1000. So for this again you have to select the whole tab first, and then you have to go on the data tab again, and then select data validation again, and then there you have to select whole number, and then in data you have to select the greater than because our condition is our price should be greater than 1000, and in minimum you have to write 1000, and after that you have to press ok. By doing all this thing your validation will be applied. Now in the price column you are able to write anything which was greater than 1000, but you are not able to write anything which was less than 1000 because you have applied the data validation here. So in this way our price is also completed. Now we were going to calculate the quantity. I have forgot to add the quantity column here. So I am adding. For adding a column, you have to go on the sales tab and you have to right click, and then you have to press on insert tab. In this way you can add a new row or column. Now we will going to put the validation on the quantity column, and for this our condition for the quantity is quantity should be less than 10. Means here I am talking about 10, not the 10 digits. So here you have to select the whole number. If we are talking about digits, so we have to select the text length, and if we are talking about numbers, so we have to select the whole number. So for this, again go on the data tab, select the data validation, and here you have to select the whole number, and then you have to select less than, and then you have to write 10. After that you have to press OK. Now our validation is applied. Now in the quantity column you are able to write anything which was less than 10, but you are not able to write anything which was greater than 10, because we have applied the validation. If you are going to write the greater than 10 any digits, so you are not able to write it. In this way our quantity is also completed. Now we will going to calculate the sales. So for calculating sales we have not any condition. We were just going to multiply by price and quantity. For this you just have to write equal to, select price and multiply it by quantity, and then press enter. Now you can drag it. In this way we have calculated our sales. Now we will going to calculate the rate, and for calculating rate our condition is like rate should be equal to 10%. Okay, we have only one condition. So for this you have to select decimal on the allow, and in data you have to select equal to, and in the value you have to write 0.1. After that you can press and OK. Now you are able to write, and you are able to write 10%, but you are not able to write anything which was like 8%, 5%. You are not able to write anything other than 10%. Now we were going to calculate discount, and for this you just have to write equal to, and then select sales and multiply it by rate. Select the rate and then press enter. Now you can drag it. Now we have calculated our discount. Now we will going to calculate the net value. For this, write equal to, select sales and put the sign of subtract, and then select discount. Now press enter. Now we have calculated our net value. Now we are going to write the party name, like name of person which we are dealing with. So in party name we have one condition, like party name should be between 3 to 10 digits. Now again for this you have to go on the data validation, and then you have to select the text length, and then you have to write 3 in minimum, and in maximum you have to write 10. So in this way you have applied the data validation. Now you are not able to write the name which was less than 3 digits, or which was greater than 10 digits. You are only able to write the name which was between 3 to 10 digits. Going to calculate the mobile number, which was our last thing. So mobile number is always be equal to 10 digits. So we will going to apply the condition like mobile number is always be equal to 10 digits. So for this again you have to go on the data validation, and then select the text length, and then in data select equal to, and in length write 10, and then you can press enter. Now we have applied our validation. Now you are not able to write the mobile number of like 9 digits, 11 digits. You will only write correct number which was of 10 digits. You are not able to write any wrong number. This is the benefit of data validation. We have covered the basics of data validation in this video. 2 to 3 more things remaining in the topic of data validation. I am going to cover this topic in the next part of this video. So that's it for today's video. If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe. If you have any doubt, you can tell me in the comment section. I will try to resolve it as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.